What's up, my fellow nerds and geeks of YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Nerd Stuff with Nate G. And in today's video, we are going to be starting a new series on the channel featuring the Fanhome step-by-step build your own Optimus Prime. I hope you all enjoy. Okay, and everything that I got in my first package. One was a Fanhome The Journey Begins letter for the Build Your Own Optimus Prime model. A little brochure that has some information about the character on the inside. And when you fold it open again, it gets even bigger. And when you fold it open again, it unfolds into a poster, which I think is really cool. And you also get the first building stage, which is the head, and the second building stage, which is the start of the torso. You also get a pack of AG13 1.5 volt batteries for the LED lights in the head, and you should get instructions with the Optimus Prime build, but for whatever reason, Fanhome did not send the magazines with the assembly instructions in the box when I received my package. So I am going by a video on YouTube for the building instructions. So anyway, if y'all are ready, let's get started. So this is everything that comes piece-wise for the head, and it comes with a screwdriver of its own, but I'm going to be using my iFixit Mako driver screwdriver kit that's meant for electronics. The only reason why I'm going to be using this one is because it has magnetic screwdriver bits. So anyway, let's get all of these out of the way, cleaned up a little bit, and get started. Oh, and I'm also using 3-in-1 multi-purpose oil for the screws that screw into metal pieces, just because I don't want to shred the threads of the screws or damage the insides of where the screws go. So yeah, this is what I'll be using for metal pieces. So starting off, we're going to be working on some of the electrical components for the head of the build. So we're going to be taking this, and the wire for this big piece right here is going to plug in. This connector right here is going to be plugging into this port right here on the little electrical panel. Sorry if my big finger's getting in the way so that y'all can't see what I'm not doing. Okay, so make sure that's all the way in. Alright, so this next piece right here with this electrical connector is going into this port right here. And sorry if you guys can't entirely see what I'm doing. I'm really trying here just to make sure I'm also doing it properly. So there is that so far. We'll set that right there. Next, we're going to be taking the face of Optimus Prime. This little blue translucent piece right here, and we're going to be slotting it in right here. And these two pieces are going to be held together with an AP screw. If I can get it in there. There we go, just like that. Let me grab the screw real quick. And these things are tiny, so I'm glad I have a magnetic screwdriver. Well, a screwdriver with magnetic tips. My bad, these two pieces are going to be held in place together by 2 AP screws, and look how tiny these things are. So yeah, I'm glad I have a magnetic screwdriver. Oop, focus. Yeah, look how tiny those are. So these 2 holes right here, here and here, is where the screws are gonna go. Ever so gently, Nate. Oh, I almost forgot about a piece, because we also have this electrical piece right here. That's to screw into the back. And it also gets held in place with those same screws. And I kind of grabbed the wrong screws, you guys. I meant to grab the tiniest screws I can see there. BP screws. So I think I'm going to switch my drill bit really fast for a tiny one. Yeah. Alright, now we can get to building. Finish up the build for this step. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and place these screws in the screw holes of this little circuit board here. Just so it's a little bit easier to put these 3 pieces together. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, got the screws in. Damn it. I do not like how tiny these screws are. I knew some of these screws were going to be tiny, but I didn't think they were going to be that tiny. Hold on, I'll be right back when I get all these together. Yeah, these screws are so tiny, it's a struggle, I swear. Okay, that's 1 screw in. We're going to go ahead and use that as an anchor. As we get this other screw ready as well. Hopefully that stays in place long enough for me to get that screw in. Okay, we're in business. Okay, I fixed the problem, and now everything is nice and tidy. So now we will bring this piece back in, this amalgamation, And this connector will go into the middle port right here. So I'm going to get it connected, and then we will move on to the rest of the head. Again, apologies if my big fingers get in the way. I'm trying to do this as gently as I can, as well as correctly as I can. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna look something kind of like that when it's all said and done. All right. On to the next part. So now we got to get all of this orientated correctly, because we got to take this piece and connect all of these to this. So we're going to start by slotting the little control panel in first, get that out of the way. And then we will take this piece right here. This port will plug into this peg right back here. And the bottom right port on the face will plug into this little hole, will plug into this peg right here. And this will go in here and be the neck, like so. And then we're going to take the left side of this, and it's going to be the exact same. It's going to be interesting. It's trying to line all of it up so it will fit properly. So line this up gently, ever so gently. Okay. Now the face should easily slide on like so, and then the top part, inner part of the head should be able to peg into place like so, and then there we go, we got the start of the head. Next thing on the head that we're going to be doing is connecting these little chin pieces to this piece right here, down here on the blue. And for that we're going to need a single CP screw, which is slightly bigger than the BP screws, but not as big as the AP ones. So I just need to figure out which one is 1R and which one is 1Q. They don't have all of these marked, and I wish they did. Well, we'll take a guess. So we will slide I think it might be this piece. Slide the No, I was right. So we will slide this piece piece in right here, and then with the C-piece screw, the C-piece screw, we will screw it in place like so. And then this piece right here, the flat edge will go against the chin and will just press in place and hold itself in with friction. This is a lot trickier than I thought it was going to be, but hey. Hold on 1 second. Okay, that was a struggle, but I got both chin pieces in, and we will be moving on to the back side of the head now with this piece and this piece. And for that, I'm going to need, let's see, a single AP screw. So I'm going to grab one of those real fast. I don't need two, I need one. Okay. So this piece right here is going to go into this piece right here. Oh, not like that, like this. I promise I'm good at following directions, guys. Okay. Oh, it looks like it's being held in there pretty well, but for security's sake, we're going to use the AP screw because they're provided, and we'll screw into this screw hole right here like so. And now this will just plug into the back of the head. Yeah, these 4 pins or 4 plugs right here will plug into these 4 ports right here. Line those up and press it until you get that click, and then there you go. Oh, and also on the back of the head, there's also this piece right here that will plug into the switch for the eyes. Well, it's part of the head, but it will also help to cover up the switch. If I'm even putting it on correctly, which I'm probably not, which would not surprise me. Hang on 1 second, guys. Well, that was a bit of a struggle, but I finally got it on. And this little detail right here on the back, right there, it's meant for the switch on the back of the head as well, which is kind of cool for the detail. Now we're going to work on the left side of the head. So we're going to take this piece and this piece, these 2 pins right here, this pin down here. They're going to go into these portholes right here, here, and here. So we just got to line that up. Press that down, and that's staying on. And then we need this piece right here, and I believe it's, oh, hold on a minute. Yeah, it's this piece right here, and I believe they only go in one way, so yeah, there's that right there, and then this piece will go into these ports on either side of this right here. If the ports, oh yeah, that makes sense. Different size. So yeah, they just plug in like so, and then there is that. And the right side is the exact same as the left, so we can go on to putting the sides of the head on after we attach the top and put the batteries in. So like I said before, we need 3 of the 3.5 millimeter batteries. Let's get those out real fast. And I don't know how long these batteries will last, so I might have to change them out by the time I get done building this, because it might take a year or two subscription wise to get everything. Alright, so yeah, they'll fit in just like so. Okay, we got the batteries in, so now we need to place this protective cover for the batteries. I don't know if I'm supposed to do it with these little notches up. Oh, no, I'm supposed to do it with these little notches down. Okay, I'm learning. Hopefully. And these are held in place by AP screws if they will cooperate. Okay, that's one in. What's going to be fun is whenever I do change the batteries in this, okay, both screws are in, now just to tighten it. Okay, now for the top of the head, these 4 pegs will plug into these 4 ports right here, like so. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting taking these out. And then we take the right side. These 4 pegs will plug into these 4 ports right here. Just gotta get them lined up. Hopefully lined up. Without breaking anything, of course. Oh shoot, I gotta put the sides of the head on first. Whoops. Well, we all make mistakes. Some of us more than others, and I'm speaking for myself. So, plug the right side in, like so. And any day now. Okay. Plug the right side in. Now we plug in the top Okay, and just like that, the head is done. And we flip the switch over to the right, and there his eyes light up. That is really, really cool. Yeah, let's take a second to appreciate some of the detail along with the Cybertronian writing on his ears. This is really incredible with the detail, and I am excited more and more every single day to put this together. And I really like the shade of blue on this. It reminds me exactly of the shade of blue that they used for the movie, and I am loving every second of it. Alright, now we're starting the torso. And this is everything for the start of the torso. So let's get all of this cleaned up and get started on this as well. Okay, so starting with the torso, we need these two pieces to start off with and 2 AM screws. So since these are screws going into metal, I'm going to use some of my 3-in-1 oil. So I'm gonna hopefully okay, that will go in there, that will go in there, and we will get the excess dealt with in a little bit. I didn't expect to use that much, but okay, we'll just run with it. Get those in place. Those screws are going in so much better than the plastic ones. I really wish that all the screws would go in this smoothly, but hey, when push comes to shove, you always gotta give your best effort, right? Alright, so that's one screw in. And that's 2 screws in, just like so. Okay, so now we're going to connect this abdomen piece to the main piece right here. And it's going on these 2 peg notches right here, and those 2 notches are going to clip into these 2 little notches right there to make this a little bit easier. Okay, that's one in, and there we go, and that's in like so. So now we're going to start working on the right side of the chest. So we're going to flip this piece over, and this clear plastic piece, which makes up the right half of the windshield, will screw in right there and be held in place by 2 AM screws. So first, hopefully I can do this a bit more controlled. Okay, that should be good there, and we will put these back into place. Let me use the torso piece right here to prop that up, just so I can get these screws at least started. One screw is started. Second screw going in. Alright, those screws are in. Now let's get to screwing in all the way. Alright, well, so there's that. So next for the chest piece, we're going to need this. We're going to need these three and then these four little blue pieces right here, which are just going to peg into these front holes here. And I don't know if these are flat on one side or not. It's hard to tell because they all look like they're round. Oh boy. Alright, that's one in. Wow, that one went in easier. That was rude. Wow, all those two went in easily. I don't know why that first one had to fight me, but I don't think it really matters which holes these go in because they just go into place like so. I believe they might be held. No, they're not held in by anything as far as I know, other than friction. So these pieces here could easily just come off if I just sneezed a little. And honestly, that would not surprise me any. They look like they're gonna be held securely in place. So there's that. Now for the last part of the right chest piece is going to be these two pieces, and these two pieces are going to be held together by these very tiny screws. I have no idea how those are going to hold together, but I'm going to be thoroughly impressed if they do stay together. Those are so small. I guess I gotta switch to the tiniest Phillips head I got, which is that. Come on, focus. Anyway, yeah, look how tiny this is. These tiny screws are going to hold both of these pieces together. I don't know how, but if there's a will, there's a way, right? At least that's what I've been told anyway. Hopefully make this a little bit easier for me. And get the screws into this piece first. It's almost like I need a magnifying glass. Yeah, it's almost like I need a magnifying glass just to see. Oh man, this is gonna be interesting to try and put on there. Hang on, I'll get back to you when I get all these together. Oh, that was a bit of a hassle, but I finally got those pieces screwed together. Hopefully I did it correctly because I don't want to do it all over again. I'll be upset. So we'll take this peg and this peg and we'll go into these two pegs right here. Looks like I did do it correctly this time, so I'm happy for myself. And they will just press in like so. And then the little windshield wiper piece right here, the little peg right there, plug into that hole right there. And I believe that this is going to conclude the build. And there we go. This is everything we have built so far. I'm just going to place that right there. Grab the head. And wow. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed the build. If you did, please leave a like, comment below what y'all thought of the build, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I would really love to have you all here as we continue the journey of building Optimus Prime. Man, I am feeling like a 7-year-old kid all over again back in 2007 when the first live-action Transformers movie came out. Oh, this was such a good movie for me, and it was also my favorite movie as a kid. So please, you guys, if you enjoyed the video, do everything that I just mentioned. Subscribe to the channel, comment, and like. And until next time, my friends, till all are one, and may the force be with you always. Bye for now, guys.